All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? So that was video of NBA Youngboy in a brawl in Alabama. So on your screen right now is some numbers, all right? I did this for you guys. I want y'all to look at some of these numbers that NBA Youngboy has done as of late. I'm gonna throw it on your screen one last time. Look at these numbers. 130 million views, 120 million views, 71 million views, 68 million views, 55 million. Yo, NBA Youngboy does great numbers, but his music, generally speaking, doesn't do good commercially. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand the concept of NBA Youngboy is pretty much benefiting from a lot of kids who love his music and a lot of the streets, all right? That's what that breaks down to. The people, that pop audience that you need to buy music, they're not buying NBA Youngboy's record. That means he's touching a lot of younger fans that go out to shows, and he's touching the streets that also go out to these clubs. So the other day, NBA Youngboy got into another altercation at another nightclub. This one is in Alabama, I believe, somewhere, and he got into a fight. Apparently, he felt as if though somebody wronged him again. I couldn't find exact details in the situation, but this is like the 5th of 6th incident that we've seen with NBA Youngboy fighting in some concert, and it's getting repetitive and almost ridiculous at this point. I don't remember watching an NBA Youngboy performance before he got his chain snatched, but ever since then it feels like, yo, for sure he's on edge at these shows. He's 100% fucking up the bag. He's damn near unbookable at this point. As great an artist as he is, his rollout to end his shows has now pretty much become, I'm gonna get to fight with some of the fans. It's terrible business, right? And I love Youngboy. Y'all know I'm a big supporter of Youngboy's music, right? But let's just call it what it is. Does he not understand the concept of the fact that he's getting with people who are paying these high-ass tickets to come see him in concert, who want to rock out with him, and it seems like he's getting to fighting with over a little bit of nothing. These don't seem like real situations in which Youngboy needs to prove himself every night. He's legit pulling up like a boxer to everybody's city, saying pretty much, yo, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? Get in the ring with me. Fight me. Fight. Like, that's the approach that him and his team are taking, and it absolutely makes no sense when you're running a business. It's in, out. We get our money, we perform, we might be taking pictures with a couple fans, that's it. And I get it, Youngboy's young, he's only 18, right? There has to be somebody holding us down. What's the point of having security if when your artist, it's time to rumble and you can't stop your artist and you can't make your artist just go out of the door? What's the point in having security if you can't? What's the point of having niggas around you when it's time to rumble if you can't tell your man's the top dog, the breadwinner, to leave? That makes absolutely no sense. Hey, yo, so I'm doing this video live. I got like a different setup this weekend. So somebody just informed me that it wasn't Alabama, it was Richmond, Virginia. So this was in Richmond, Virginia. I wanted to make sure I got the location right. Yo, Youngboy getting into an altercation everywhere he goes has to be terrible for business. If I get more details on how the fight escalated, I will obviously give them to you guys. All we know right now is this young brother is going city to city, feeling like he has to fight the world, and it just doesn't make a lot of business sense for him. What y'all think though? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. I hate to see this for this young brother, man. It feels like, you know, he's certain things that he's announcing, like when you know, I don't clown the herpes announcement. That's not my thing on my platform, right? But you know, when you make an announcement like that, you know, with the comment section, and like I just told y'all at the beginning of this video, a lot of his views come from kids. So you know those kids are gonna have a field day in the comment section saying you got herpes. I mean, it's filled with that. I'm not saying that he should be looking at stuff like that, but I would imagine some of those jokes that they're making online, are a couple of them here and there are sprinkling into some of these shows, man. And I'm the more, you know, we're pretty much blaming an artist for being vulnerable with us. We want every artist to just talk about jewelry, chains, and, you know, all the chicks they smash and how many cars they can buy in the next 3 months. Because when we get an artist that opens up and becomes vulnerable, people teasing them about the real issue talking about. I've heard an altercation or two has broken out with Youngboy because people in the crowd yelling out stuff like herpes. I'm not saying this one in Virginia went like that, but I do know that is a thing that has happened before. His team wanted to press somebody who made a joke about his situation. You know, Youngboy's an interesting guy, but this ain't it, man. He needs to walk in these venues. I'm in, I'm out. If it's to the point where you don't need to be able to touch NBA Youngboy, don't get close enough to him, maybe that needs to be the approach. But fighting the fans, that's how you get unbookable. And that's how you make, because like you're costing promoters money. Promoters are going to get sued behind this. Venues are going to get sued. Well, when Youngboy gets a venue sued or a promoter sued, I can't book NBA Youngboy again. I damn near can't book anybody again. I'm dealing with legal shit in my city. He can't come back to the city. That's how niggas get banned from city. I can't. When niggas do bad business, that's how they don't get invited back to people's city. It's not a good look. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support. I don't take it for granted. I hope Youngboy gets his business together, because in the long run, he's gonna only cost himself. Some of these promoters in some of these cities, yo, they not going for that. They not gonna allow Youngboy to mess up their business. And we've seen so many artists fall victim to things like that. I don't want it to be for Youngboy. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.